I am Gussie Townsend. That's not my given name. My given name is Augustus. However, I allowed them to call me Gussie. And I am the receptionist slash nurse here at the school. I was different other things previous years. But now, when the nurse is not here, here I am. Civil rights movement that I remember is what was on the news. What I saw was a little bit different. Anger, anger in the city, because they've gone through just as much in civil rights movement as in the South. What they did, and I'm talking about the African Americans, some of the young men and maybe women too were angry, and there were a lot of destruction, and they destroyed their own property, and not white people's property, but also their very own property. We integrated to other schools when I was in fourth grade. Before then, it was all black schools. They mistreated my sister, but since I was the older of all of my siblings, I went to that teacher and told her that was not the right thing to do. When I was in high school was where they had swimming and other activities, but we as blacks, at that time we called ourselves blacks, were not allowed to swim in the pool. We weren't allowed to take showers where the others did. So they would do it that way, but it wasn't advertised. They just told you that we were not allowed to do it. You know, when I was growing up, my father, he would work 2 and 3 jobs. And on Saturdays, he would take me, I would help him on his Saturday job. And he cleaned offices then. And he would tell me, you see that money laying down there on the floor? He said, pick it up and put it in a dish. He said, because they're expecting you to steal it. He didn't say who they were. He just said they would. When I graduated from high school after the high school incidents. I went to UC. I was a radiologist, radiological technologist. I was told that there were several African Americans, that would apply. I applied, and then the boss that I had after I graduated from high school and I worked in the hospital called. He said, I will call over there and tell them that I'm sending you. They only accepted 2 African Americans a year, and I was one of those 2. The others were turned away. Immediately they got calls to General Hospital, then as it was called, they needed an x-ray tech up in Miami County. And so they didn't say I was African American. They said, I will send you my best student. I talked to them on the phone. They called me, I talked to them on the phone, and they said I was hired. I went up there, and when they saw my face, they realized I was African American. And then they came and told me that I would have to be on probation because they probably wouldn't accept me. And I saw, while I was there, people walking past the x-ray office, and there was like traffic going in and out, and they would peer into the x-ray office. And then that's when someone told me that they heard that they had a black x-ray tech, and they wanted to see. So they all were in and out, and they told me that I would be on 3 months probation if the doctors accepted me, and the patients would accept me, then I would probably get the job. But I quickly forgot that because I was busy. I don't think about those things when I have a job to do. My mom always taught me, do your job. Don't think about anything else. Just do your best. There was another in school and at the hospital. And a man, he was a white man, and I was going to x-ray him. He was very, very ill. And I sometimes cry about that because he told me, get your black hands off of me. My mouth opened because I was surprised. I didn't know what to do. Well, if I hesitated, so he took the back of his hand and swung it and knocked me across the room. He was strong enough to do that. Knocked me across the room. Well, when I hit the wall, the aides and different one came in. They ran and got the doctor, and they helped me, and they said, get him out of here. And the man died that night, and I was so sad. Not that he hit me or knocked me down. It's just that he probably went to heaven with this hate in his heart. And excuse me, but saying this still makes me sad. That he just didn't know the love of being one. This school, it was less than 10% African Americans. But there was some indifference to me when I came to work here because I was the first black one that they would see coming into this school. And that bothered me because these young people needed to know that we all love them. No matter what color we are, we love them. And they should learn to love each other as being a child of God. They should learn. And so I would treat them kindly, even though they would do some things that was not so kind. And I would say, tomorrow is a new day. And I would treat them like they never did anything to me or said anything wrong. Tomorrow was a brand new day. Well, that puzzled some of them because they didn't understand that. They just thought I would be angry, and I was not. I can't get angry. I love these children, and any child all over that I meet or they come in contact with me on my street, same way they marked my house that they didn't want me there. That's okay. I love you anyway. And as you can tell, I'm easy to cry because, and it's not sadness, it's tears of joy because I love these little ones. And I tell them, when you go up to that high school building, you make sure when you come down here for your sports or anything like that, speak to me. Don't pass me by without saying, hi, Mrs. Townsend. You know, I was here to love you when you were little. I'm here to love you when you're big. So speak to me when you come through here. I don't even like to use the word whites or blacks. As my grandson says, you know, he sings a song, red and yellow, black and white. You know, they're all precious in God's sight. So I look at them as God's children, and now mine. They belong to me. It's so much love here that I dread the sight if I have to leave. And that would be because I can't take another step forward.